Laura, we're going to create a database. Those people that are arrested for interference, impediment, assault, we're going to make them famous. We're going to put their face on TV. We're going to let their employers in their neighborhoods, in their schools, know who these people are. Because as you said, a lot of these people, they say they're taking time off work to protest. I bet you a lot more.
We are witnessing a total shift in federal tactics. The border czar just unveiled a plan to dox protesters on national TV. This is the new reality in Minneapolis.
And something else, Aisha, that we're seeing is that rank and file of many of the area police departments, including Minneapolis Police Department. Many of their rank and file police officers are coming up to our agents on the ground saying, thank you for what you're doing. We support you 100%. That's in direct opposition to, say, a Mayor Fry calling for cops to fight federal agents. So we've got the support of the rank and file and the American public. This mission is going to continue.
So they want to help. I mean, they're coming up to you and telling you that they actually do want to help, but their hands are tied.
Exactly. We've seen this in California and Los Angeles. We saw this with Chicago rank and file police officers. And guess what? We're seeing it in Minneapolis also. And to any of those Minneapolis police officers, and I'm hearing this is happening, that want to join the U.S. Border Patrol or ICE, we welcome you with open arms. We support you. We support you making American cities like Minneapolis a safer place.
Look at the scale of what's happening on the ground. We're talking about 2,000 to 3,000 federal agents, including masked and armed officers, moving through neighborhoods in the Twin Cities. This isn't a standard patrol. It's being described as the largest immigration operation in history. The friction between the federal government and local leadership has reached a boiling point. Governor Tim Walz is calling it a campaign of organized brutality, while the White House is framing it as a necessary restoration of order. What's wild here is the psychological impact. You have residents standing guard at schools with whistles, afraid to even leave their homes because of these Metro Surge raids. When you see federal agents 5 times the size of the local police force, you realize the local government has effectively lost control of their own streets. It's a surreal visual to see American cities looking like active conflict zones, all centered around a standoff between federal mandate and local sanctuary policies. Now, let's talk about the nuclear option, the Insurrection Act of 1807. This is a law that allows the president to deploy active duty military for domestic law enforcement, and it hasn't been used since the 1992 LA riots. Trump is explicitly holding this over the heads of Minnesota officials. His argument is that if the professional agitators, as he calls them, don't stop interfering with ICE, he'll send in the troops. This isn't just tough talk. It's a legal maneuver to bypass state governors like Walz who refuse to cooperate. The legal community is already bracing for a massive fight. You have Attorney General Keith Ellison promising to challenge this in court immediately. It's a fascinating, if terrifying, look at executive power. The administration is essentially testing how far they can push the unlawful obstructions clause of the act to justify putting boots on the ground in a blue state. If this actually happens, it changes the precedent for federal-state relations forever.
So we're going to continue doing this job, and these people who want to say follow ICE, and film ICE, you know what? You can protest; they have that right. But when you cross that line, and we've proven it, if you interfere or impede or assault an ICE officer, you will be prosecuted. And one thing I'm pushing for right now, Laura, we're going to create a database. Those people that are arrested for interference, impediment, assault, we're going to make them famous. We're going to put their face on TV. We're going to let their employers in their neighborhoods, in their schools, know who these people are. Because as you said, a lot of these people, they say they're taking time off work to protest. I bet you a lot of them are calling in sick. I bet you a lot of their employers don't know what they're doing. But we're going to make sure everybody knows who they are. We're going to broadcast. They want to broadcast the ICE officer that was nearly killed all over the internet. We're going to broadcast every one of these people we arrest. Sheriff, she's proven she's not too smart. I mean, you're not going to arrest anybody. Because like you said earlier in your monologue, there's supremacy clause. If you interfere or impede ICE officers, I don't care if you're wearing a badge or not. You just committed a felony. So we're going to continue doing this job. And
this is the part that feels like it's straight out of a dystopian novel. Tom Homan is proposing a public insurgent database. The goal? To make protesters famous. He's not talking about just arresting them. He's talking about a public-facing list designed to reach their employers, their schools, and their neighbors. Think about the implications of that for a second. It's essentially a government-sanctioned doxing program. They want to buy ad space on cable TV to show the faces of people arrested for impeding ICE. It's a strategy of social and economic consequences. By targeting the rank-and-file protesters, the teachers, the doctors, the neighbors, they're trying to dry up the support network for the anti-ICE movement. It's a move intended to cause maximum fear, and it shows that the administration isn't just fighting in the streets, they're fighting for total control over the narrative and the social standing of anyone who disagrees with them. Finally, we have to look at the long-term political math. This map explains exactly why the stakes are so high for both sides. Minnesota kept its 8th congressional seat by only 26 people in the last census. It was the bubble seat of the nation. Now look at these projections. Due to the massive deportations and self-deportations, over 1.6 million people leaving the country out of fear, Minnesota is on track to lose that House seat in the 2030 census. That's a direct hit to the political power of the blue enclave in Minneapolis. For the Trump administration, this is a win-win. They achieve their enforcement goals, and they simultaneously weaken a Democrat stronghold by shifting the apportionment math toward the redder states in the South and West. It's a reminder that these policies have consequences that will last for decades, reshaping the Electoral College and the halls of Congress long after the current protests are over. Things are escalating faster than anyone expected. If you want to stay updated on the legal battles and the ground situation in Minneapolis, make sure to follow along. Let me know in the comments, is the famous database a step too far or a necessary deterrent?